Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. Coming out with it, it's Sanders. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions return team will have that offense backed up. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Here's the handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll try the run. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So UL Monroe's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
He's got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I I can adjust to the speed of the game.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot. You can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He's moving out of the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next hit.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
They always give you something to roar about, both these Penn State linebackers. I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Quick spin on the line. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right up to the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group game if I were allowed to do it and push passes on the blank quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead from the line.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Great players like this just do a good job of making you pay. And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, reach it down the field, but if nothing's open, boom. I take it to easily get a first down, make a big play, just make it a headache for the defense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of hands.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and then better job forcing the turnover.
He'll pull it on the read. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. Excellent job walking through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. A run to the right. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions in the hurry up. to the well. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Turning to the running game on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they mat.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team. They look like it right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's right on target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack part. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Warhawks will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball. Early in this one, they've been...
And he's running in the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
To the air on 1st down. Coming after it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Got his man quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Here comes the offense on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keep it on the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. You know, the way he's going has me churning through the old memory bank here for the single-game touchdown record at Penn State. You know who that was?
I have no idea.
Well, everyone knows it was Harry Robb. Went to the house 6 times in 1917. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. And the Warhawks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Happy Valley. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes the easy one to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They need something that goes forward this time on second and long for the 14. The run from the shotgun. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
The Warhawks will hustle to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
On second down, wants to throw. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. The throw to the outside is complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
After that last completion, it's second down. Handoff from the gun. Nice move to keep running. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Go straight ahead. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
It'll be interesting to see what the head coach wants to do here, guys. Of course, you just got stopped trying to run the football down close on third down. Now it's 4th and goal, but you're on the
touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the route is on.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
At the 35, he's loose. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll go back to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line.
Fire!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Here looking at a third down and short from the 33.
Here we go. Hot, hot.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the Warhawks will keep this drive going.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Slab. Can. Reload.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. First down to start the drive after the break. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough space. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UConn looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've seen this offense look this crisp since the days of Dan Orlovsky. They're up 14 over Kent State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and
he can't escape, and down he goes. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really...
And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? second down. You need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking...
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Defense.
So that penalty will be declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Offense set on first down.
Hey, Cam! Jackrabbit!
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff to the lone back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Let's go!
On second down, just keeps firing. He's got his man. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Now on the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy is spending a lot of time there. He might start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lion touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson, Saquon Barkley, and all the Kajana Carter going back. I mean, so many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. First down for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game where it's really going to matter.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the pummeling has started. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And they finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
And this might be what you call garbage time. And it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing. Keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
UL Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.